All right, in this explainer, we're going to talk about a weird little psychological quirk that's secretly influencing you pretty much every single day, whether you realize it or not. It's called the Hawthorne effect. So let's just dive right in with a question I think we can all relate to. Why is it that the moment you know someone's eyes are on you, everything changes? You might stand up a little straighter, focus a little harder. What is going on there?
Okay, section 1, a curious phenomenon. Let's start by looking at this puzzle in action.
I want you to picture this. It's a totally normal day at the office. A team is just, doing its thing. Then someone new walks in, a consultant maybe, holding a clipboard, and like magic, productivity shoots up. People are suddenly on their best behavior. We've all seen this, right? Or maybe we've even done it. But that leads to the million-dollar question for that consultant and for us. Is it the new system they're trying out that's causing the improvement? Or is there some other invisible force at work here? Section 2, the observation engine. So let's pull back the curtain and see how this thing actually works. And here it is. Here's our answer. It's called the Hawthorne effect. And it's just a fancy name for our tendency, our very human tendency, to change how we act simply because we know we're being watched. Now this is the absolute key. It turns out the thing being tested often doesn't even matter. It's not about the new software or different office lighting. The real engine of change is the attention. It's the feeling of being seen, of being studied, that actually drives the difference in performance. And this really gets to the heart of it. Researchers might think they're testing a new workflow, but what's actually causing the change? Well, it's the pressure of being watched. They think it's the new lighting, but it's really just the feeling of being under a microscope. It's that natural human desire to put on a good show for an audience. Section 3, the data dilemma. So, you might be thinking, what's the big deal? Well, it turns out this effect creates a huge problem for anyone trying to get good, clean data. For scientists and researchers, the Hawthorne effect isn't just some fun fact. No, it's a massive headache. It's a variable they can't control that can totally undermine their work. And here's why it's such a big deal. It flat out contaminates the data. It can lead you to believe something works when it really doesn't. Think about it. A study for a new drug comes out and the results look amazing. But was it the medicine? Or was it the fact that patients were getting daily, focused attention from doctors, making them feel more cared for and motivated to get better? The effect can completely destroy the accuracy they're looking for. So what do you do about it? Well, researchers have to try and become ghosts. They have to design studies where the observation is so subtle, so minimal, that people forget they're being watched. It's the only way to try and capture what people actually do, not what they do when they're on stage. Okay, section 4, the world as a stage. Because this effect doesn't just live in a science lab. It's happening all around us every single day. And once you know what you're looking for, you start to see it absolutely everywhere. That sudden burst of intense typing when your boss walks by your desk, yep, that's the Hawthorne effect. Pushing out one more rep at the gym because you feel someone's eyes on you, that's it too. It happens in schools when an observer sits out on a class. And here's a really modern one. It even happens when you're tracking your own habits with an app. The app becomes your audience, and you start performing for it. So if there's one core idea to take away from all of this, it's this. The simple act of watching is never passive. It is an active, powerful force that literally changes the behavior of the people and things being watched. Which kind of leaves us with one last pretty deep question to think about. If we try harder and perform better when we know someone is watching, who are we when the curtains close and the audience goes home?